We're following some severe and possibly dangerous weather in parts of the Midwest and Great Plains. NOAA's Storm Prediction Center issued a level 5 severe weather threat for parts of Kansas and Oklahoma. There's potential for a tornado outbreak. Millions are also facing thunderstorms, hail, and hurricane-force winds. This outlook is rare, according to the Weather Channel. Level 5 threats are not only the top of the scale, we only see them an average of 2 to 3 days a year. The last one was in March 2023. CBS News senior weather producer David Parkinson joins me now in Studio 57 for more. David, what is the severe weather index and where are we along it?
Yeah, so one of the things that's really important is this is what we call a high-risk day when we say a 5 out of 5. So this is the setup today right here. This is the first line of storms that's moving through here. But this bullseye right here, right over the Oklahoma City area, this is your 5 out of 5. This is a high. The last one in Oklahoma was back in 2019. The one before that was a 2011 outbreak that caused absolute devastation there. This is your level 4 risk here in this area. That includes Tulsa. That also includes portions of the Wichita metro area. And this is your 3. So this is Kansas City. This is also into portions of Fort Smith, Arkansas, and even down into portions of the Red River Valley here. And then we've even got a 2 further out afield. This is from most likely to least likely where you're going to be seeing the tornadoes. But the most important thing here is anywhere in any of these zones is an area where there is a likelihood for a destructive tornado. We may not have hundreds or even, dozens of tornadoes today. There may only be 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 tornadoes. But the ones that will happen, the atmosphere is so juiced that they will be incredibly destructive and deadly.
Okay, quickly, David, what's a juiced atmosphere look like? What's in a juiced atmosphere?
Yeah, so we've got a dew point that is 73, 74. So it's fully saturated. The temperature right now is in the 80s, so there's a lot of heat. And now you've got winds coming from different directions, so they're moving aloft in one direction and at the ground in the other. That's the twist in the atmosphere. When you combine all those things, we have what's called the significant tornado parameter. Above a 1 means you can have a tornado. We are in double digits today. There is an STP in some spots on one of the models that is up to 20. So that shows you that we are looking at numbers that are really in rarefied air, and it's why you need to have the precautions taken now before the actual tornadoes really start firing up. Because one of the interesting things as we take a look at this radar here is though we have this tornado watch and you can see these individual cells bubbling up, you can see already the cloud tops. Anywhere where you see these sort of red circles, that is, clouds to 30, 40,000 feet. We only have 1 or 2 tornado warnings, and they're all radar indicated. So things really haven't started firing. But through 11 p.m., that's when I'm concerned. And
finally, what else might people have to worry about? And it sounds like they have enough time to prepare.
Yeah, so a couple of things that I want to show folks. First, this is your future radar threat here, and I'm going to step it through time as we show you what happens. And basically, you can see the line moving through, and then it becomes a damaging wind threat. Then it moves into the Ohio River Valley for tomorrow. And then there is another threat, believe it or not, in the Ohio River Valley that goes into Thursday. So it's actually 2 days of threats in this area, and then the day of threat that we have in the west. For now, if you have a place that does not have a basement, John, my suggestion would be, and this is a serious suggestion, go find a friend that has one, or go to a shelter. This is the kind of violent storm where it's better safe than sorry. Even if you're not in a mobile home, even if you're in a well-built home, these are the kinds of tornadoes that can cause serious destruction. And also make sure you've got a helmet, make sure you've got shoes, and make sure you've got a way to get warnings. We've got a 6-hour window here where this could really be serious. But, the forecasters in Norman are some of the best. They've actually got some new products that are going to get warnings out sooner. But this is one you need to take seriously because we don't get many days like this. And when they happen, you really do have to treat them with respect.
Shoes for when the glass breaks and you got to move.
Correct.
David Parkinson, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, John.